Hi everyone, we are in Quartzsite, Arizona today. I'm with my new friend Lee, and we're taking a look at her 2006 Kia Sedona that she lives in full time. And let's turn it over to Lee and have her tell a little bit more about her.
Okay.
And what she's doing out here.
Okay, this is my first time boondocking. It's a 2006 Kia Sedona, 165,000 miles, so, you know. But I just bought it on Craigslist when I knew that I was going to do this. I'm from Tucson, and I've lived in Tucson for 40 years. And I was introduced to this lifestyle by my daughter about 3 or 4 years ago. And I knew I wanted to do it. I'm sort of a bohemian type, so I knew this, once I retired, this was going to be great for me. So then she got transferred to Ohio, and that was it. I knew I was going to be going back and forth to Tucson and Ohio. So I sold everything, gave everything away, and I found this on Craigslist and went to Ohio for a couple of years. Now I'm back in Tucson, and this is the first day of the rest of my life. I'm now boondocking, and I'm full-time out here. I probably will do urban dwelling and boondocking and go back and forth because I do like the city. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. And this is fun out here. I've got some of the stuff out of my van, and I could put it in my tent and make a little bit more room. In my mind, what I didn't do any build out whatsoever, and you'll see it. I just wanted to have lots of space and a sort of Indian style, a childlike. I just sit on the floor, carpeted it, and I sit on the floor. Welcome to my minivan. I just sit on the floor. You can see this is I carpeted this. This is pretty thick carpet. And I've got a couple blankets on there, because I lived in Tucson. I've been down to Mexico, Mexican blankets. This is my favorite spot, being on the internet. Boop, 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 boop. So it's perfect. I can prop my feet up and lean back. And then I've got my tray. I got this at IKEA. We don't have IKEAs too much out here, but back east, IKEA. So I can reach water, butane. Oop, blow my nose. Yeah, I got for my coffee. So I can pretty much reach things around here. I was going to cut the carpet for the fit, but then I decided to roll up the sides. Look at that. I've got like little pockets down here that I can hide things. I'm pretty happy in here. A lot of people think, well, there's not a lot of room, but actually there is a lot of room. I mean, this is my bedding. I do a couple different things. Right now I'm just using my sleeping bag and I roll it out. Bring down my blankets, my pillows for my knees, and these are my pillows. And I've got quite a bit of room. I'm a side sleeper, so if I was to do a build out, it would be just here. I mean, I would find that hard to move around in. So I do like these. These are those, I don't know what you call them. But actually, I kind of like moved it in here because it's an odd shape. And I wanted to use the space. So I kind of moved that in there. These I don't really use in the city much. But out here boondocking, I have more room. So I can put hair stuff, makeup, stuff like that. So I used to go outside and comb my hair, and yeah, this is camping. I was a camper when I was a kid, so this is just camping. Clothes, cans of food. You need this out boondocking. Not too much in the city, but you need this out so you don't trip on rocks. Yeah, I put a little thing here, so because I always want to know where my glasses are. Got my fairy lights, got my Indian flute that I'm getting better and better at. My mirror. I can sit here and just look at myself if I want to. I know. Sometimes oh, how's my hair going? Yeah, I've got the bungee, because in a minivan you have two knobs that you can hook on your netting. And so I basically just have this. And if I need to get in here, I just, pull it up. And then it helps keep this back. But this is just anything that's in a thing like this, like tuna, things like that. This is my morning coffee, vitamins, things that I just need in the morning. That way I just grab it. This is like, I use this, I only have one. These are kind of cool. But this is my, these are my plates. Salt and pepper. A1 sauce. Now here's a tip. When you go to get your produce, just grab extra ones and start saving them. They're great for when you're sitting in here, you just want to like put apple peelings in or whatever. There you go, you got some little baggies. I look for things that might be free. I just grabbed this out. This is my toothbrush and things to get ready at night. Let me get a jewelry, easy to carry jewelry, just things like that. Yeah. First aid stuff in here. And the rest is really food. My packages for my condiments, quick trip stuff. My condiments I collect at Quick Trip, baggies. And this one is like munchies. Yeah, this is really my snack drawer. Yeah, I just keep it for snacks. And cans and tops and bottoms. These are clothes. Now, a lot of people have trouble with the windows. I've been through the whole gambit that everybody else has been through. You try the reflex and you paint the other side black, but it chips. I mean, it just gets all over you, constantly vacuuming or brushing it out. This one is the only one I keep. It's a Flectix, but I actually taped on some fleece. I got some fleece material. I just, see, it doesn't stick, but it tapes on, and I don't ever take it off. I can open that up, for, like when I have my butane or my heater going. This one, I never open at all anymore. I just don't want to mess with it. I've tried to open, I'm just going to leave it. This one's shut. Because these windows, I can look out and enjoy. This is what I've come up with. And I don't know his name, but he has a channel. And he came up with this, and I said, oh my goodness, I'm going to look to see if I have that. Well, I do. There's these little, this is when I take it down. There's rubber right there. I got these little ones that open. And those are permanently on there. I mean, I can take them off. Well, no, it's not permanent, but I don't ever take those off. And I only have it to here. And so at night, I just take it down. And if you want to see here, I just put the little, there, and I just, there, and there's one over there. That way, and this is blackout curtain, by the way. I think I got it at Walmart way back. And then in the morning, I just do, you get used to where you want it. And I just like attach this to this like that. Actually 3 of them. And that way it just seems, this works for me. And if it works, if you have the same system with that rubber going around, you might find that it actually is, I just tuck that in and make it look nice. This is, I'll take it off. I put some tape there so I can grab it easily. And it can take it's been taking a lot of abuse. This is that foam board, black foam board, that you get at the Dollar Tree for $1. I just cut it the size. I put black Gorilla Tape around it. And then, because I'm not great at cutting things the right size, sometimes I just kept adding more tape on it to make it stick. And I think if this gets bad, I just add more to it. I'll just turn this under or cut it and then add a new thing. But this has actually been, and I have another one for the other side, but it's in the tent. But yeah, and then when I stop at a store, I just set them here. When I go into the store before, I put them back. I don't want anybody to be looking in my van. Because I'll usually drive and I have one of these sitting here, plugged in. So this just fits right in. Look at that. Fits right in. I just go like that to make the tape stick again. And it just sticks. Gorilla Tape is, I think, better than duct tape. This bin has like extra food in it, like dry goods. Extra packets of ranch dressing, lots of those. I buy those at Amazon by the box because I don't. This is a cooler, but I just keep like cheese in it and stuff like that. I think there's a onion. I got to use it. Yeah, just cheese, and things that I could eat that don't require refrigeration because I don't have a refrigerator. I don't know if I will get one or not. In here is just, like I said, it's just dry goods and extra packets of food, things like that. This is my butane stove. I do have another one, and it uses both propane and butane, because if you're in a really cold climate, which I was in Ohio for a while, butane doesn't work. I think it's below 32. And I stayed warm. My sleeping bag is a minus 25, so I stayed warm as long as I got in it. My power stations. Okay. These are astronomy binoculars. The one thing I kept, it's really great looking at the stars out here. These both are chiffons. They're both USB. And, well, actually these are really good. I mean, look at those, 3 of those. And they're spaced far apart so that, sometimes those big plugs, you can't put them out together. It can do solar, electric, or 12 volt for your car. I have 2 of these. Then at the last minute I thought, why might not have enough power out here boondocking? So I got the big one, big Jackery. And this one, I haven't really used it. I haven't needed to, but it's there. And this one actually has the 12 volt, which is nice. So I like it. I basically wanted everything USB. So I've got my 2 fans. These are 2 fans that I have. This is USB also. I can power this up. I don't need batteries for it. This is my headlamp. I've got the fairy lights. Those are, these are like, I love these. And they're only like $12 for a set of fairy lights. And that's USB. I've got them both on to show you, but yeah, they're both plugged in. And I'm sure y'all know the fairy light thing. You can change the lights and everything. And I have USB toothbrush. I have USB water pick. Everything is USB, pretty much. And then this bin here just holds like cords and all my other, like a 12 volt vacuum for my van, and I bought a jump starter just in case. And just things like that, things for hiking, like a solar, with that power station, that's solar that I can carry around. And then the very bottom, that blue one, shoes. I put each pair of shoes in a bag, and extra fanny packs for things like that. And then I've got water deep down. We can go around, you can open the window and see that, but yeah. Okay, so on this side, as you can see, I took the seat out. Actually, all seats are out except the captain's chair. And I just have water down here. And then I went high-end leather purse for my tools. Okay, I'm not going to get rid of all my purses. There's for tools. And like I said, this is for shoes and stuff. This is my first time boondocking. So I did get a 7-gallon jerry can. And I still have yet to figure out a good water system. So, but when I'm in the city, you know what? I can carry those, and I do. But I can fill up a water at Planet Fitness every morning. And then I can go back at night when I go to sleep, and I can fill up. So I knew that I had to get a jerry can, because out here, obviously, I can't find a Planet Fitness. So these are clamps for that Tristan on his channel. It's really nice. It's a good awning system. So I got tent poles, and I got the clamps and everything. So I keep this here. I'll put that back up later. This is it's called emergency blanket. You can get them at Walmart. But I'd got a couple at Walmart, and then I ordered a couple on Amazon. This literally keeps heat away from you. It can't even penetrate through it. So with a boondocking, I thought, well, I'm going to actually put it on top because it's been getting up to like 72, which means it could be 82 or more in the van, in the minivan. So it's really been working great. So I actually put this on top. These are those magnets. You can get them on Amazon. Maybe Tristan will put a link for it. Yeah, it just, you know, yeah. And put one here, just to keep that out. And I faced the south because that's where the sun's going to come, and I wanted to I'll just keep that covered. And then if it really got hot, it's not hot today, but I would cover this side too. I have two more. Then this is an idea from Bob Wells. I just got netting. It's for bugs. Got it at Home Depot, and obviously not cutting it perfect, but who cares? This can actually slide out. I can push this out for ventilation when I use my stove, and I just put this around there. This is a Mr. Heater, and this is the golf cart series. It comes with a cup holder adapter, but when I was using it in here, it put it up too high, and the heat comes up here. I didn't realize the heat comes up to here. I noticed that things were getting a little melted up here. My carbonaire and my fairy light thing. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I got rid of the cup holder thing, and I had to buy one of these. This is really a nice one. The heater works great. It's just, yeah, see, it folds under here. It's a stand sport. It was like $8 on Amazon. Yeah. So I had, so now I just keep this on the floor, and I only turn this on like on a cold morning. At night, it really have to be cold to use it at night, because I'm going to get under the covers anyways. But this is really easy, and it's got this, you just like hit that and it goes off. And it's also, if it tips, it goes right off. A lot of safety features on this. So this is my heat, and I really like it. This is the REI. I kind of spent on this. It's a little heavier than what I wanted, but it's comfort. And then this is just, your real lightweight. I might actually get another one because it's kind of hard to put something flat on there, but that's what I got. These are just tarps, cheap tarps. Because of where I have to store things if I'm not boondocking, I can't have a great big rug, to roll up a rug. Where would I put that? Okay, back here is not really my garage. I don't consider it. It's just like a little storage space. I tried to make sure that it had a little bit of space back here. This is a Renogy solar panel. It's called the soft panel, because this is soft. And I just put this on my windshield, and with a couple of bungees, they got little loops. They got the this was like $180, maybe $190 with tax. So just attach to it. Real easy, and it works great. Renogy owes me some money for this. You can take that out. This is an inflatable, self-inflating pad. I haven't been using it, but I will. My paperwork, it's like my file system, and basically, this is that. So this, I still have reflectors. I keep this up permanent. I never take this off. And what I did for my van, very useful if you don't have the back window, that I realized you've got to have so you can see. And those were they're really nice. Got it from Amazon, so I can see my blind spots, because I have that all closed up permanently. This is just at the last minute. I figured if I'm going to boondock, I could take some things out. So at the last minute, I just got this. It's $24 tent at Ozark at Walmart. If it rips or something, buy a new one. But I've been finding it useful. I'd like to have it taller, but whatever. I just like, when I want something, I put this down. I got this for water. I have another tarp. I do want to do the awning again. This here is like for under your sink. I got propane in here, a collapsible sink, baggies for outdoors, baggies. Basically, that's it. And then my my potty bucket, then when I go back and I move, it'll go back in here. When I'm in the city, it stays in here. Cones, those are, somebody showed me these cones. You can get them at the Dollar Tree store. So when you're boondocking, you can kind of mark your spot if you need to get back to it, and you mark it so nobody will go on there. I did get for out here, I got the gamma lid. You know, I did this for boondocking. I knew I had to get a gamma lid, a bucket with a gamma lid. If you're in the city and you're using the bucket system, you can pretty much find, you can go to a gas or whatever, and you can, you know, get rid of your baggie. But out here I can't. So it's important if you're going to boondock to actually have a bucket with a gamma lid on it, just special for that. And then like once a week you can go to the refuse place and get rid of it, because no odor will come out of the gamma lid. So, and then jackets and cord for doing things. These are the Reflectix. This is what it looks like. You can just, they're so lightweight and you can fold them up. I have 2 more here. Dirty clothes, a bucket, potty bucket. Comes in handy. Remember it is? Yeah, this is pretty much what I'm using this for. When I move, this will all have to be pulled up and folded up. And this tent thing will just fit in the back. And these 3 will just fit on the side of my van, and when I'm in the city, these just stay right there on the side where Tristan was, where you were sitting. So this comes in handy. Just brush things that I had in there anyway. So yeah, it's pretty simple. I wanted to go real simple. I didn't want build-outs. I didn't want anything that I wouldn't use.
Well, Lee, thank you for having me to your camp here, and I appreciate you showing us around your camp.
My pleasure.
The thing I like most about her setup, I think, is that it's very open inside. Like, you crawl in there and there's not a bunch of furniture. There's not like a big built-in bed there. It's a nice open space, and I think that's something that, especially when you're living in it full time, is a pretty valuable thing to have.
Yes.
All that space in there.
And the great thing about having a minivan is the gas mileage. I get what? I mean, in the city, I'm going to get at least 25, 26, and then on the highway a little bit more. So, and you're not going to get that with a bigger rig. So that's Definitely. What I liked about it. Yeah.
Thanks again for sharing.
Yes,
and
yes.
If people want to learn more about you and follow your adventures, where can they go?
Minivan Lee on YouTube and Minivan Lee on Instagram. And yeah, check me out. I don't have a lot of videos up yet, but I've been there a long time. You know, I have put things up, but. There'll be more, so check me out.
If you have any questions about Lee and her rig and her setup, if you have questions about the gear she uses, leave a comment on this video or contact her directly on her channel.
Yes.
I'm sure she'll be happy to answer your questions.
I will.
So thanks again
Thank you
for having me out, and thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Okay, bye.